Hi, I'm forecaster Andrew Fleck with Geo-Environmental Atmosphere on your Sunday afternoon. If you watched my late night video on Saturday, I explained the overall pattern for the end of December and into the further and future out months of January and February, but I explained a few factors toward why December has been warmer, calmer for much of the country, and that has been because the southern branch and the northern branch jet streams have not been able to phase together. When they phase together, colder air can push down into the country, create more troughing, and creating bigger storms. With that cold air and that trough comes possible snowstorms more likely, though we have not seen that. So what I'm going to show you is a few vorticity images and show you the split jet and then the jets when they actually phase and what the model's showing down the road toward your Christmas weekend and later on in the month. So here what we'll show you is generally what has been occurring already. We still have these upper level enclosed lows being here across the southwest, and that's really where the southern branch is sitting. The northern branch you can see here is more of a tight gradient, and that's sitting up there. It's clearly separated from these upper level enclosed lows down here across the south. But watch what happens as we progress in late next week, and then of course a week from now actually exactly, and show you how the jets begin to kind of phase and the model's beginning to pick that up. So again, this was for currently the two upper level enclosed lows separated from the northern jet. There's really no strength, no real defined trough coming down from the north, but again, the next image here is going to show late next week, and you can see we go from a big difference. We go from something of this, no real definite trough, to late next week showing this. You can see that now the two branches have not converged together yet. They've not phased in together yet, but are very close. You have your northern being here, you got your southern being about here, and when these two come together, a big trough is going to align itself over the central to eastern United States for late next weekend, and I'm going to explain this. So I want you to look at this image real quick, and I'm going to transition to the next image when they phase, and I'll go back and forth and show you this. So here's currently when they're on the verge of phasing for late next week, and here's actually when they do phase. So you can definitely see separated, phased, separated, phased. So what happens when they do phase? Well, as I said, a big trough occurs. You probably get a storm on the east side of that trough, and this is what the model is showing for late next week. Major trough coming down the country. Okay, you got yourself possible snow, a majority of rain, but definitely it looks more of a winter pattern of what we've been waiting for across the east. So that's what I'm trying to explain here. This is completely different, though, to this, and this is the complete current pattern we have. You can notice that the coldest air is just hanging much north of the country, and then you have these enclosed lows being right here, and they just bring a pocket of cold weather with them. You're lucky if you get in that area because that's where some snow will fall. New Mexico to Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, there's a threat for some snow being there for this early week of Monday and Tuesday of next week. We put out an intensity map. We're also going to put out an accumulation map later on this evening, so be sure to check back on that. And what I will say about that is these are what you would call enclosed upper level lows, or you would call them cutoff lows. Cutoff lows are very hard to forecast because you don't know how much of the area is going to open up to colder air and how much is going to enclose itself. Also, models have a very difficult time picking up on enclosed lows. That's probably one of the variables that they have most difficult with. So we're going to continue to watch it, but as for looking at this image compared to this image, we'll show you that there's a difference. And why that difference is because we go from a split jet branch to a complete phased southern and northern jet branch, and that would be again late next week, the end of your Christmas weekend into that week after. So we'll have to keep our eye on it. You know that Geo-Environmental Atmosphere is always on it for you. So I'm forecaster Andrew Fleck. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy football, and enjoy a week before Christmas.